So I wanted to show you guys another property that deals with the angle measurements in triangles. This one you literally have to think outside the, not the box, but the triangle a little bit. But this requires us to bring together a couple of ideas and things that we've talked about before. So what we're looking at, it's called an exterior angle of a triangle. So we've got our triangle that we have dealt with before, right? Just last week we talked about these. And I know that the three angles in that triangle add up to 180 degrees. So if I take the measure of angle 1, the measure of angle 2, and the measure of angle 3, I'm always going to get 180 degrees. But what happens is when I introduce this, what's called an exterior angle, and I'll call this one angle 4 out here on the end, what about its measure? How does it relate to this thing that we've already discussed and the angles in the triangle? Well, it's actually a pretty simple relationship if you can kind of get your head wrapped around it. It's simple mathematically, but like conceptually, you have to kind of stop and think for a little bit. So what I'm claiming here, we need two pieces of information. So the first one is if I add together angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3, right? Just like we did all last week. What do those three angles add up to? Okay, they add up to 180 degrees. And if I take these two angles side by side, angle 3 and angle 4, and I add them together, what do they equal? Well, it's a linear pair from unit 3, so we should be comfortable with the fact that a linear pair of angles adds up to 180 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to do a little funky math here. I'm going to get rid of the overlap. I'm going to get rid of my angle 3s, and I'm going to get rid of my 180s. So if all of this stuff equaled 180 degrees, if 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 180 degrees and 3 plus 4 equals 180 degrees, if I get rid of the angle 3s and I get rid of the 180s, the stuff that's left over, angle 1 and angle 2, has to be equal to angle 4. Now, I left out my angle symbols, so if you're just skipping through this, you see something like 1 plus 2 equals 4. That might be a little confusing. But I've got a little bit better picture here. What we're looking at is the measure of an exterior angle. If I extend out that side of a triangle, I create an angle outside the triangle that's still related to the triangle. The sum of the two remote interior angles, basically the word remote means the ones that are furthest away. So I've got like this really close interior angle, and then I've got the ones that are across the triangle from it. Those two angles together equal the exterior angle. Okay, that's saving you some of the jargon here. The exterior angle is equal to the 2 on the inside. All right, a little bit better picture here. The reason this works, I just kind of summed up, but I'll say it again. If I add up together the angles 1, 2, and 3, I know that that's 180 degrees. If I add up angles 3 and 4, I know that's 180 degrees. If I get rid of the overlap, 1 and 2 has to be equal to 4. Okay, so pretty simply, you're just doing some addition, maybe some subtraction. So what I'm asking you to do here is I want to know the measure of this exterior angle. The exterior angle is equal to the 2 on the inside. So I know that my angle on the outside is equal to the 2 on the inside just added together. All right, just add them together. Grab your favorite computational device. That's 109.
Hey, Lindsay, call 221, Lindsay. William, thank you.
All right, on the next one, I've got an exterior angle here. Same deal. The outside angle equals the 2 on the inside added together. Right, literally just add them together, 125. Okay, this is all numeric today. There's nothing funky about it. You're just going to add a couple of numbers together to get the number on the outside. But the flip side of that coin is, what if you know the angle on the outside? How do you find the one on the inside? Well, it's backwards. It's literally backwards. Think algebra. What's the opposite of addition? Right? When I know the 2 on the inside, I add them together. Now that I know one on the outside, what am I going to do? I'm going to go the other way. I know that my angle on the outside is equal to the 2 on the inside added together. So now if I subtract out the one I do know, what's left is the one I don't know. The missing angle is 80 degrees. Same thing on this one. I know the one on the outside, excuse me, is equal to the 2 on the inside. So if I subtract out the one that I know, 106 for my missing angle on the inside. Okay, if you know the two on the inside, add. If you know the one on the outside, subtract.